From the front to the middle and back again, coming to you live at the Take Some With Ya, live and in charge from one of my favorite places in the world, Texas, one of the freest places on the planet. I'm just kidding, I'm not in Texas, I am coming to you from my basement. What's going down in Groovetown? All you kiddios out there. Wonderful enchiladas, chicken enchiladas were totally mint last night. Said I was going to do a shepherd's pie or a goulash, but changed it up and called it GTD. That's a game time decision for all you cool cats out there. Gonna do one of my favorite menus. It's a hot dog medley today. Okay, lips and assholes, as Dan Aykroyd would say in The Great Outdoors, fantastic movie. Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, and a cast of others. Lips and assholes, that's what they put in those things, he'd say. Why am I yelling? I don't know. Gonna do 5 different hot dogs. I'll show you some pictures after. The first dog I'm gonna do is, and I wrote them down. I made some cheater notes, or else I just forget. First one is gonna blow your mind. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's a buffalo wing dog. It's got some Stilton cheese in it. If you're not familiar with Stilton cheese, it's an English cheese and it's like blue cheese on steroids. So I'm gonna put some crumbled blue cheese on there, some blue cheese salad dressing mixed with some extra hot sauce and celery leaf. Now, it recreates the buffalo wing experience because you've got the celery with the blue cheese and the hot sauce, and it's just going to be absolutely amazing. Go with it. Before I forget, so not the celery leaf from the top. The celery leaf from the top. I never boil my hot dogs. Okay, lips and assholes are gross boiled. They're absolutely disgusting. Same with my sausage. I never boil them. I either do them in the oven on a tray or in a griddle pan, so you get the nice cross hatching on the hot dogs if you want to be fancy pantsy. Second hot dog, and then they get the nice crisp, like a Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim. That was a terrible Macho Man. And then they get that snap to them, and they're ready when they just start to split open. Second dog I'm going to do is like a Memphis dog. I'm going to do some crispy bacon strips in the oven. This is quite the process for a hot dog, okay? Crispy bacon, barbecue sauce, and you can use whatever you like. I'm going to go with, I'm either going to use a Guy Fieri bourbon barbecue sauce or just a Diana's kind of thing with diced white onions. Classic dog, got to do it. Just in the middle there, mustard, relish, ketchup, diced white onion. That'll be the palate cleanser, as they say, from the lips and assholes. Then don't have a name for the other one that I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do some grated cheddar, sauteed onions, and sauteed peppers. That's like your elevated experience hot dog. The fifth one I'm gonna do is a Zona dog. It's gonna be hot, just like Arizona, baby. Don't ask me why the hockey team plays in a college arena. Get that team out to the Atlantic coast. Did you see the WJCs? This guy did. The Zona dog's going to have pickled jalapenos, hot peppers, mustard. Once the mustard gets with that vinaigrette and the hot peppers, it really makes the mustard itself have some backswing. So we're going to let the big dog eat on that one. We're going to put some cheddar cheese on that and some diced white onion. 5 different dogs coming. That's 10. 5 different dogs coming your way. What's going down in Groovetown? Like day 17, I don't know. I'm not even keeping track of the days. I just know December 21st is my sobriety date. A lot of help from a lot of you cool cats out there. Much appreciated. Hitting the gym, going for my runs, staying healthy. You guys know I've got some time off work right now, and I'm using it to rebuild myself. Unfortunately, one of the byproducts of drinking is that, and I know this well because I've struggled with sobriety for 20 years, as many of you guys know, and depression, and they just get cyclical and they feed off each other and they're like the two-headed monster. But there's 2 kinds of people when they drink, and I'm just not talking about having a little drink. I'm talking like 26 or a day, my kind of drinking. They either don't eat, or they eat a lot, or they eat, I guess this is 3 kinds, and they don't put weight on. I put weight on because I eat like a champ when I'm drinking, okay? And that means if you go back and look at some of my old videos, segue, on the Take Some With Ya, no spaces on the YouTube machine, look at some of my old ones, you'll see I've gained about 50 pounds since last year at this time, which is the exact same time I started going through my 3 weeks on, 3 months off, kind of drinking binges, getting caught in those cycles, terrible depression, not getting off the couch, not leaving my APT. But anyways, the weight gain. So for me, first of all, if you're eating when you're drinking and you're not putting weight on, it usually means bad things for you. It means your stomach lining is not absorbing nutrients, and that's a bad problem. For me, thank goodness, I've maintained, by the grace of God, a lot of my health, and I put calories on like a mother when I am drinking. So let's consider this really quick as I do a little bit of diatribe, not to get preachy, but just, when you've spent 20 years, you'll learn. Unfortunately, I've become a student of what I've been suffering, my alcoholism, with all the recoveries and the withdrawals and everything. So if you're my kind of person that when you're drinking, you're gonna drink a 26er a day, and you're gonna ingest probably about 1,200 calories a day from that 26er. Okay. Once you drink a 26er, you don't feel like doing anything. So you're not going to be painting the house or taking the dog for a run or any of those fun things, or even going for a gym despite your best going for a gym despite your best intentions. And then you get hungry. You're sitting around and you get hungry. And what happens is when you're drinking, your body goes into survival mode, and your liver says, okay, listen, we are not going to use any energy to break down any type of food, to deconstruct any of that caloric intake. We're focusing completely on the alcohol, because the alcohol is poison, and it's going to hurt this person, this idiot that just keeps pouring it down his throat. So what happens is you're gaining calories from the alcohol, you're gaining calories from not doing anything. You're sitting on the couch watching Yellowstone, you're binge watching Yellowstone or Tulsa King or something like that, the Jetsons. That's more like another drug you'd watch cartoons. And then your body is saying, okay, you're ingesting all these calories, but you're not going to use any energy to break those calories down. So they just sit there. So any food that I eat while I was drinking went straight to calories. Hence my 50 lbs or so since last year at this time. But that's okay. We are back on the train. Okay? That's about it. Little bit of a guilty pleasure. When you go through the withdrawal, I know some of you guys out there might be saying 2 weeks. 2 weeks you should be good. No, your body needs to readjust, and your withdrawal is just not always the DTs and the shakes and the sweats. Your body needs to readjust. Your body's a chemistry set, right? And it needs to readjust without the alcohol. So what happens is you've got dopamine, which is the feel-good. Dopamine is the feel-good in your body. Okay, let's just go with that. And you've got depleted dopamine levels. So your body will crave sugar to create that euphoria. So last night, I'm sitting on the couch, and I decide I'm going to smash. I smashed this guy, smashed 2 chocolate bars, which of course is dangerous because it's a catch-22. If you ingest that sugar is a precursor to craving alcohol. So, not that I did, I'm just talking out of my ass here. So I ate 2 chocolate bars, but having the history of what I have, I understood what was going to happen. I just needed that sugar in my body. And then it kept me up all night, and then I regretted it anyways. But having a chocolate bar, I guess, as long as you're going to burn it off the next 2 chocolate bars, let's not lie here, is better than having booze if you're an alcoholic like me. Anyways, I'm going to smash these lips and assholes. I'm going to put them together, and we are going to have some pictures for you. Wonderful talking to you. Had a fantastic day in the Hammer at the gym. You take care. You comb your hair. You get fat. You check your butt. We're going to catch you flip side. See you.